We continue to follow breaking news in Nashville, Tennessee, where investigators say they're gathering evidence in a deadly elementary school shooting. A 28-year-old woman opened fire at the Covenant School, killing 3 children and 3 adults. Police shot and killed Audrey Hale, who they believe is a former student. Nashville police say she entered the building through a side door and made her way through the building, firing multiple shots. We're going to stay on top of the story and the developments in the investigation. We'll bring you anything we get as we learn more. Police say the shooter chose the Christian school in Nashville over another target because the school security wasn't as tight. And that's raising a lot of questions for parents and schools all over the country. WBZ's chief investigative reporter Cheryl Fiandaca looked at school security here in Massachusetts.
Stated he was outside the Middlesex school with a weapon.
Tense moments as police responded to reports of an active shooter at several Massachusetts schools last month.
When you get a hold of someone at the school, tell them to do a lockdown.
The calls later determined to be a hoax. Still, the incidents were frightening for parents, students, and teachers.
Small room, small room, small room.
Preparing for the worst, police conduct active shooter training routinely. The I-team followed Milford police when they conducted exercises at the high school. But as the I-team reported last summer, active shooter training is not required for Massachusetts schools. And the training that does take place does not involve or include students.
We're all on the waiting list.
WBZ-TV security analyst Ed Davis says being prepared for any type of active shooter situation like what happened in Nashville can save lives.
I would rather have my children exposed to a plan. In Nashville, some of these kids, probably directed by a teacher because they were so young, but they broke and they ran for the wood line and protected themselves in that way. The worst thing you can have is undirected panic. These things are chaotic. And if someone hasn't thought through what they would do in a situation like that to get them to safety, they're more likely to become victims. So I think you can have a debate about whether it's good or bad, but if you want your loved ones to survive, preparing them is better than not preparing them.
The Department of Elementary and Secondary Education does require that school districts have an emergency plan, but it does not require that the districts file that plan with the state. Cheryl Fiandaca, WBZ News.